Yeah. Time for your train flattening? Yes. No. We're gonna flatten everything else. We're not flattening the train. There we go. Good boss. Okay, cards. Are we gonna get Firelight? Firelight. Perfect. Okay. Friendly units die. Apply 10 attack to the unit. Yes. So off to actually a pretty good start. Gonna hang tight. I don't need a random artifact. But I'm like, I'll probably almost get myself killed for just for a chance at a decent unit. That seems like something I would do. That definitely seems like something I would do. Yeah. But, yeah. Okay, so let me see here. Okay. How are we gonna do this? One thing that I adore about my new MacBook is Touch ID, though. Touch ID is revelation on a laptop. Touch ID? Is it just like the thing? Code, just a heads up. Power may go in the next few hours. Okay. Yep. Just keep me posted. Yeah. Do I do it for the money? Yes. Damn it, I wasn't thinking about how little like attack power I had. Whoops. Oh shit, that's not enough. There we go. Okay, we're kind of making it work. Imagine it works similar to how you use Apple Watch to unlock things on iMac. Oh, gotcha. Fingerprint sensor. Okay, cool. It's like Windows Hello thing where you had a fingerprint sensor on certain Windows laptops. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Speaking of which, my hunt for an iPhone XR. These don't go on local listing very often, apparently. I'm surprised. There was like a couple like listed, but none of them end up shaking out, and like, there we go. So I haven't really had, yeah, there we go. So I haven't been able to like find one really. Yeah, XR is the cheapest Face ID iPhone. Yeah, I'm looking for of course its camera, so I can use Wideo for face tracking. So you can get away with any iPhone with Face ID. So an XR isn't cutting it. Try an X. Okay. Yeah, I assume the XR was cheaper than the X, but maybe I'm off. Honestly, like I've searched like just like. There's not much for iPhones on there, honestly, so it's just not something that gets commonly sold, I guess, around these parts. But I mean, you have to keep in mind, I live in the sticks, so there's like nothing here. People don't own phones here. Keep in mind, my first actual phone I owned, like my first actual phone that was like mine, well actually I haven't owned a single thing that had like a carrier, so I haven't actually owned a functional phone yet, but my first actual phone I was able to acquire that was a phone was I think in 2016. So the X was the first iPhone with Face ID, so it might end up being cheaper in the end. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly check, just because I'm pretty sure the like searching for the XR would actually bring up the X. I assumed the X would be I assume the X was more expensive for some reason. No X's either. Oh wow, the first smartphone was an HTC Desire from 2010. Yeah, like most of my phones I've owned have been like hand-me-downs to me, but like or things that I've been paid in for doing jobs. So I remember getting paid paid for setting up somebody's like laptop and stream in an old iPhone 4, I think, which was like in that was 2016, I think. So mine was an iPhone 3G. Gotcha. Yeah, it was a premium iPhone. I don't know if it was a 4 or not. I'd have to look into it. Maybe it was a 3. We're gonna go with this. You know what? Wish I had went with the other one. That's okay though. Oh my god, never mind. It actually shook out almost immediately. So this is only a good thing. We're gonna go here. We got our tank. Oh my god, this is all coming together really fast. We're gonna do quick maybe on her. Quick is sort of a weird one though, because I don't know if I really want that. We're definitely gonna beef up our tank though. If I reroll, I won't be able to buy whatever the main card is. Yeah. Pardon me, sorry. My first smartphone was a Galaxy S3. Boy, it sucked. And actually, between my like iPhone like 4 or whatever, maybe 3, I don't remember which it was, but between that and my current phone, I was running an iPod Touch for a hot minute, because it's like if I don't have phone functionality, right, it's more just like the access to just like if it's a step up, it's a step up, right? The desire was flawed. The internal storage was horrific. Oh god. I had jailbroken iPod Touch 2G. Yeah. So I ran with that for a little while, and then one of my good friends hooked me up with Android phone. So it's the first Android I've had. I don't actually know what model it is. I'd have to look into it. It's a Samsung. It's a Samsung. Oh, it's very pretty. I've never actually taken the back off of... I've never actually taken it out of the case. Yeah. Because it's a cat-shaped case, so why would I remove the case, obviously? Yeah. Hey, ATD. Yeah. Okay. We're not gonna get any more from that, so I'm just gonna let it go. Yeah. But I don't know. Just I feel like phones here aren't as commonplace. You have to keep in mind I live in like a place that's like regarded as like a retirement province, so like the average age of somebody here is like 60. So it's just like probably just not that common, I guess. I got a iPod Touch for free with my MacBook Pro because it was an education special at the time. I used that as an excuse to not upgrade to a smartphone for a while. Yeah, and like it works, right? At the start of battle, enemies appear on each floor. We have our tank, so we can do that. Yeah, I had to help my grandmother get her a new iPhone last year. Yeah, and actually my mom got a phone handy down from my uncle like earlier this year, and so I was helping her like learn how to use it, and she's doing really good with it. Like she's like kind of reluctant initially, but that's kind of like she's moved on from that, so she's kind of into it now. I didn't get really either of the options I really wanted there, but it's fine. Why didn't I use that first? It's a 50-50. I can always fail a 50-50. If there's one thing I know, I can definitely 100% fail a 50-50. Okay, we're gonna take 5 damage on this one. That's, or 3, I guess. Yeah, I learned how to use syntax messages before my mom did. Yeah, it's funny how that is, isn't it? Let's just load up the top floor, because I just feel like it's gonna be a good idea to save myself some like damage. There we go. First actual phone was a Nokia 331. Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so unfortunately I haven't had much luck tracking down an iPhone 10 or an iPhone XR. But when I do, I'm gonna probably see what I can do, and it was infamously tanky Nokia. I was about to say, Nokia is really known for like making their stuff really like hefty, aren't they? We taught her how to use email, and she would keep in touch all by email. That's really nice. That's really nice. I know my grandmother, she's passed now at this point, but like, I remember her at one point expressing like a lot of interest, and she's like, I think I want to learn like a computer. Like I just remember me and her talking at one point, and she's like, I think I want to pick up a computer at some point, and, like, just learn it. And she's just like, learn a little bit each day. I'm like, go for it. That's like 100%. I'll help you with whatever you need. I think she changed her mind at some point, but like, still, I remember her like interest level being there. No clue what my first cell phone was, just a bunch of free flip phones. Yeah, I actually, like, we had, like, a family flip phone for quite a while, and I used that in conjunction with my, like, iPod Touch and my other, like, phones that had no, like, no plan. Yeah. I should probably, yes. There we go. Okay, we're getting the clear. My dad doesn't have a PC right now, just an old iPad. I gave him. Fair enough. My mom has a 7-year-old MacBook Air. I see. Okay. And we could take a grenade. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad thing, although maybe. No, grenade. And we'll do spell weakness. Spell weakness is a weird one because I mostly just take it because it's free. Okay, we're gonna do something here. It's not gonna be ready just yet, so I should go with this side. Okay. Oh, the remains of Armageddon litter the icy landscape. Oh, we get to take a thing. I'm gonna take the sword. There's actually a trick to this a lot of people might not know. So normally this sword, when you use it once, it's just burned. Like, the card's done for the rest of the run. At the end of a turn, frozen cards are reduced to 0 until... Okay, I'll take it, it's fine. So you get the sword, and it has Purge on it, so as soon as you play it, it's gone for the rest of the game. If you hang on to it long enough, you'll sometimes... I think you're almost always get an event where basically you just... you get like, you encounter like a little flower or something, and you just find peace, and the sword becomes super good. So that's our game plan. We're going to use our pack shards, and we're going to fuse our draft. Sacrifice into our siren. So now she's going to have multi-strike and burnout. The main key here is, of course, she's getting multi-strike for free, essentially. I mean, well, it costs us pack shards, but also she gets this cool coloring on her tail, and I'm just like, that is so hot. So I'm about this strategy. I picked up on this one like a few days ago, and since then I've been like, oh, this is a second way for me to get like a siren with multi-strike. So now I have 2 routes that I can take to get that set up, and I'm very about it. Yeah. Take 5 minutes to boot. Oh no. Yeah, I bought my dad a new PC because Mom and I were sick of using his old PC because of how terribly slow he made it run. Oh no. The annoying thing is he needed a PC because he does finances, so he has all his spreadsheets and formulas on his PC. Oh no. It's even worse. Oh crap. I guess it actually kind of works out. It's fine. There we go. So we're taking care of business. Yeah, but no. I do use a flip phone in conjunction, just like if I was going to the city or something, just because me and Mom would we split on like a phone thing that way, but it was of course just a flip phone, so there was like nothing to it. But if I was going to the city or something, I'd always have that on me. There we go. Get our burnout going on. That's bad. Yeah, that's what I do too. Yeah, and that like totally works, right? Especially since like it's kind of funny because in my like within like my range or like within my age, within my like lifespan of like post school and traveling to the city and sometimes hanging out and staying overnight at friends' places and things like that, within like the years of doing that, I've noticed that payphones have stopped existing. So I remember when I first went down to the city, it would be like, I'd always just like hit up a payphone at some point and just call mom and, you know, just tell her how I'm doing. And like over the years, I noticed how payphones just vanished, which is it's honestly kind of surprising. It's one of those things that you never thought, like I never thought there'd be something that would just like go away. You know what I mean? That floor is getting taken care of. We'll do this one. And we could hammer on this one to take that out, so we're doing more damage to it. There we go. Yeah. But it's surprising. Like, it's one of those, like landmarks that's just kind of... It's one of those cultural landmarks that's just kind of gone. It's like when you watch, like, older movies, then you see, like, payphones come up. It's like, it feels kind of... Like, I mean, it's familiar to me, but it does feel like kind of lost, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's a lost thing. So, let me see here. Yeah, like floppy disk, exactly. I was like, hey, Infernal Translator, hey, how you doing? It's super funny having older people ask me how we managed to survive before cell phones, and, I consistently have to remind them that we had public infrastructure to account for the fact that we didn't have smartphones. Yeah. You mean like younger people, question mark? I remember my primary school still mandating floppy disks even when USBs were getting popular. Yeah, yep. I remember that too. When it was just like, yeah. Just gotta strengthen her. It's a better investment. Yeah, no, like, older people, specifically older people. Oh, interesting. It's funny seeing old sci-fi games and movies where the characters use payphones and like smartphones. You know, there is something that like, there is an aesthetic that I do like where it's like, you know, this happened a lot in like the 80s and 90s where it's like futuristic or whatever, but then like the people are using, this happened a lot in anime in particular, retrofuturism. Thank you Floppable. Where like, you know, they're using like floppy disks and things, but then at the same time it's like a movie about cyborgs. That's like Ghost in the Shell. That happens in like Ghost in the Shell, I'm almost positive. Like, and it's just like, I'm kind of about it. Like it's just a cool aesthetic. Yeah. How on earth did we survive without cell phones? We have payphones every second block, it's true. Yeah. The future is depicted by the past. Yeah, I know, it's really interesting to watch, right? I feel like it's not just like an interesting aesthetic even, it's just like interesting. Because it's like, it's seeing what the perception at the time was of the future. And I just think that's just really cool. Yeah. How much burnout we got? 2 and 2. 3. Okay, we're done here. Yeah. There's a person in Ghost in the Shell who doesn't trust cloud infrastructure and keeps everything on paper backups and floppies. Identify with that so much. That's fair. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell is particularly one that that future Japan is modern day Hong Kong. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh, I don't need another one. That's a heartbreaker. I normally take that, but at this point we're rolling off of we're rolling off of 1, so we don't really need it. I'm gonna go this side because there's a little bit more we could use here. Vortex, and there's nothing like a good vortex to kick some train stewards into. So there we go. Goodbye. Yeah. Or modern day by late 80s or 90s standards anyways. That makes sense, yeah. I definitely get where you're coming from. Yeah. Hold over. There we go. So this will give us a free revive of whatever we want. So that's a really, really good option. These are all very good options, so... Okay. Spent a lot of money there. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah. Crack my neck. Spikes. I don't care about spikes. I'm like, why would I care about spikes? And then I die. Classic me. Oh shit, does it have... It has fucking incant. That's not good for us. Let go. It's annoying. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? They're both dying if I do this, so... Damn it. I think that one's gonna actually make it to the top. Actually, one of the main plot points of Ghost in the Shell involves a hacker using payphones at various streets to hack someone's brain remotely. Which is, yeah, that's actually, you're right. It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Okay, boy, we can kind of wing this. This is really winging it. I really shouldn't. Okay, kind of made it okay. I gotta be very careful. What is it gonna gain? 10. How much damage am I doing? I'm doing probably more than enough damage, but I don't even want to risk it. I could have played those in the middle floor. I don't know why I didn't do that. Good depicting the future. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, there's like a lot of elements that it's interesting how many things end up being kind of accurate. I think they have to do, they'd have to do to change payphones. The public Wi-Fi hotspots probably still work, yeah. Okay, what do we want to do here? This floor is already getting taken care of, so I don't have to worry about it too much, but we do want to, like, we want to cast spells so we can incant her, which gives her more attack power, which is the main structure of my deck. Yeah. There we go. Remember when they updated Shadowrun and made the Matrix wireless? No. Alright. Bring everything back. And let's hit it with a hammer. There. That feels good. I defeated the thing that gains strength by magic by out-magicking it. I'm like, that's the energy I want to carry every day. It's actually, I kind of want both these. I can actually put her down here just to give this thing more burnout. Had the Matrix before the internet really existed, which is pretty cool. Oh, gotcha. Shadowrun is predicted self-driving cars. Oh, gotcha. Huh. I mean, I think self-driving cars kind of makes a lot of sense. It just people are very much the, honestly, like when it comes to like robotics and computers and things like that, having a person drive a car seems like a real liability. So it's something that, like, it makes a lot of sense. Keep in mind, I live in a place where the average age is like 60, so like you have people driving around here that are like 90, and so I'm very much all about self-driving cars. I'm like, I'm more than ready. Actually, the power went out the other day. Here, perfectly clear day, power outage. And it's like, wonder what that's about. And then I had a flashback to back when I was working at the convenience store and the power went out. And my manager, I was like, damn, it's so clear out today. Why would the power be going out? And my manager like walked in and they're like, somebody just hit a telephone pole. I'm like, yep, that would do it. So yeah, don't hit telephone poles. Otherwise everybody's power gets knocked out. AI driving isn't perfect, but humans are pretty terrible too, since it's kind of so it's kind of a wash, yeah. It really is. Yeah. Were they okay? I have no idea. Like, I think this was like my manager like just like had seen it in passing or something, and there was probably already people like out there, I assume. I mean, I was at work, so it's not like I could run out down the road and check. It was like our like entrance was like on one side, and I assume it was on the back end of like the mall that we were in front of. So yeah, so I have no idea. I assume that they were probably okay though. We're good on this floor. None of the speed limits here are high enough for you really to have a bad spill, but it's probably bad enough that, or like you're probably driving just fast enough that you could probably do some damage to a power pole if you hit it. One time we had a huge storm here and the lightning hit the power lines and left a sparking live wire on the road for like a few hours, cutting off power to part of the town for most of the day. Oh my god, I have to tell you all about this thing that's like, this is a thing that about my hometown, which is there we go, a thing about my hometown which is like kind of awful and hilarious at the same time. So I mean, there's definitely like power grid things where the power can get cut off and like whole chunks of the town will lose power at one time, which I think is normal in most places. Our town actually can be cut off, emergency can get cut off by a train going through our town. Our town is like, it has train tracks going through the center of it, so like if a long enough train, because originally when they built the town trains weren't that long, if a long enough train goes through our town, it can split the whole town in half, preventing basically fire and emergency from reaching one side or the other side of the town. That's bad infrastructure, of course. So what they did, yes, our town is bisected by train tracks too. Oh, I'm glad to know that we're not the only one. But so what they did was they built this wickery old whittly bridge. Yeah. It built this wickery old whittly bridge that goes over the train tracks in one part of town, and such as the life of towns designed for small trains. Yeah. So they built this shitty bridge that goes over the train tracks. It's like kind of off to one side of town. It's actually close to where Keed used to live. And this is the bridge. This is the one bridge that fixes that problem, apparently. And so everybody uses it like all the fucking time. So even when like a train is splitting the town in half, the bridge just gets plugged up by regular traffic. Yeah. I got trapped downtown for a few hours while they're doing railway maintenance before. Yeah, I've been trapped on the wrong side of town. Yeah, so, and it's also like, I will say, it's like the shittiest fucking bridge. It's like, damn, this is a fucking band-aid. Like, people shouldn't be driving on this thing. Yeah. Yeah. Head pat. Get trapped. Yeah, but, and also when I used to go into work to my convenience store job, the train would arrive at like 9:15, usually 9:15, and if it arrived, I would have to go all the way around to that bridge basically, to get to work on time. But like, it was so annoying because I'd have to be there for like usually 9:30. Actually, I'm thinking 8:30. It was 8 and 8:30. Or it was 8:15 usually I would show up, and I'd have to be there usually for 8:30. And boy, there was a few trips where I'd like just arrive as the train was pulling through. I'm like, God fucking damn it. So I'd have to like turn around and go the long way, and then my boss would be like, where were you? And I was like, yeah, train. And they're like, oh yeah. Everybody's just understanding of the fact that trains are such a like detriment to our town. We just had infrastructure in my old town that never got used. Oh my god, I should take a picture. There's this one building downtown where there's a light post. Like, this building has an awning, okay? And there's a light post, and they cut a hole in the awning so the light post can fit through the awning because planning. So, yep. So you can be late just by walking into work like train. I'd still get scolded, so it wasn't ideal, obviously, but yeah. But it was definitely one of those things that like sucks. Oh, hello. More remains of Armageddon are found in the snow, eerily similar to before. Have you been here already, or is carnage so widespread it's becoming noise to you? But you see something you've not seen before, a glowing relic among the dark figures. Perhaps it can help you make this war a distinct memory. Hope for peace. Spells with purge have consume instead. This is a really good artifact. So we get our little flower. So that's the reason why, like, even though I don't use the sword, I want to take it. I'm gonna say probably we want to go on like this side. Yeah. But anyways, so that's a story about trains. Well, I play this game about card games on trains. So there you go. This one makes it so when you summon friendly units, get +2 attack for every blight card in your deck. This makes all our like reviving our units even better. At one point, the town had to return the stoplights for a highway they ordered because they didn't order the ones rated for the insanely high winds here. Oh gosh, I see. That's something you don't think much about, is like traffic lights. They're really large. They're like really fucking large. And because of that, like, you know, something like that could be really dangerous. If one of those fell down, yeah, that's no good. We're gonna beef up our tank a little bit. It's not the beefiest version. Damn it, we could have had the beefiest version of our tank. It's okay. We're gonna make a big siren. And I guess it's our turn, so we're gonna go to the next fight. Yeah, the super wind resilient ones, they did get now totally torn to shit by the winds over the years. So I can only imagine how the normal ones would have been. Oh my gosh, wow, sounds intense. Yeah, I'll take a random artifact. Ooh, it's multi-strike though. Multi-strike is like probably one of the most dangerous ones. It doesn't seem like much, but it can be pretty brutal. Okay, that burnout 1 is a little bit of a stinger, but it's fine, I guess. Okay, we somehow made that floor kind of work anyways. Oh my god, really? We're somehow hanging on in the worst possible way. I hate this. I'm like, I need my revives. Where are my revives? Okay. There we go. Oh my god. That was scary. Yeah. The super wind resilient ones. Yeah, damn. Must be some windy there. Oh my goodness. It's so windy. That would be me on like the town council. It's so windy here. We need the windy resistant traffic lights. and then nobody would listen to me. And then the traffic lights would fly away. Hey Mischievous, how you doing? What you up to? I guess I'm here to buck you. Well, don't accuse me of hating cows. Gosh. No. I'm a known cow lover. Not hater. No. Speaking of stoplights being huge, since it's on the main highway, sometimes trucks with oversized loads have to pass through here, and they need to stop traffic. Bring out a special tool to swing the traffic lights out of the way to make. Wow, damn. Yeah. Anyone who doesn't love Story of Seasons must hate cows. What? I love cows. Ah. So here's my thing. I fucking love Harvest Moon, like, and those kind of games. I love them for their cute animals. I'm about that, and I'm about like crop optimization. But once I've like hit like a level of like there's like a peak mark that it's like I start becoming like, it's like a robot that's lost its task to do, and suddenly I'm starting to do things like I'm like trying to like like everything's falling apart because I have no sense of like goal. Yeah. Yeah. Cropinization, yes, thank you. Did you have kids? I mean, is kids a goal? I don't, I mean, keep in mind the last Harvest Moon game I played was quite a long time ago. I remember having a baby in one of them. I was like, I guess it's like a goal, I guess. I don't know. Like, babies, I don't know. Don't know if that's for me. Kids are usually a goal. Gotcha. You have kids now. Okay. I mean, that's not really selling me that much, because I'm like, honestly, I think they broke the mold with me. Yeah. And they work for your farm. Oh, well, I see. I guess it's something. So child labor is now a goal. I don't want child labor. This is selling me even less on the game. Okay, well, we need to go like that, and then sword. It's dead. We did it. We succeeded. I need stuff to give burnout. They don't pick my turnips. They don't pick my turnips. They don't eat. I see. Jeez. Wow. What do you mean? Kids need to work. It builds character. Okay. No, nothing that's ever been said. Anytime anybody's ever said it builds character, it's always been bullshit. I'm throwing that out there. Like, I've seen this far too often. I've seen the through line of this. And in this case, I'm not wrong because we're talking about child labor. Like, it's the world's like shittiest sticker placed on the world's shittiest shit. Help. If they don't get character, they become crappy actresses like Brie Larson. What? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Code with the controversial anti-child labor takes. I know, apparently. Like right now, I feel like we're a 2-to-1. We're a 2-to-1 on like I feel like one time we tried to talk code into, yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, Stardew Valley. We tried to talk code into playing Stardew Valley. And the closest we got to convincing her to play was that she could sabotage other people's crops and romance options. Yes, because I make everything competitive, and that's the problem. Harvest Moon isn't competitive enough for me, or like the formula for Harvest Moon. You know what? You know what would like sell me on Harvest Moon? If you fucking had like multiple farms that were competing against you. Like, it's like, I want to see their fucking like budgets and like what crops are growing, and I want to figure that out, and I want to defeat them. I want to defeat them. I want like the Street Fighter of Harvest Moon. That's what I want. That's what I want deep down. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. See, this is the thing. Like, I have no qualms with old people. Does not bother me. Like, there's a rival farm in one of them, Magical Melody. Okay, well, like, that's a good idea, and they should have carried that along. I can understand that not being everybody's take, though, because, like, I understand some people just want to be able to, like, have their, like, you know, make their thing. Game is relaxing code. I need competition, it's true. Succumbing to the capitalist grind in agriculture. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's like, how to put it, like, obviously capitalism in large dose is no good. Capitalism, actually, period, no good. But as a video game, and if I'm gonna defeat my friend at it, it's somehow an okay scoring mechanism, maybe for this one instance. But no, capitalism IRL, bad thing. It's the same idea as like, it's the same idea as like Resident Evil. T-Virus, like, in the game, probably pretty fun. Well, sort of. But like, do I want a T-Virus IRL? No. That's the same thing as capitalism, basically. Capitalism must be confined only to video game form. Exactly. Wang gets me. What about restoring the spirit of the land and encouraging the growth of a floundering town? I guess, like, I guess, yeah. I'm like, this town better be pretty cool then. But no, like, Stardew Valley was even a hard sell for me. I like violence. Bad thing. Violence in a game? Sure you can. Exactly. Like, and that's like, it's like Monster Hunter, for example. I play Monster Hunter. I fucking love animals. I wanted to become a biologist at one point. I love animals, but like, I've never harmed them. But then like Monster Hunter, yeah, okay, maybe there's a little bit of like harming of animals in it, but it's like, I mean, it's literally like I was talking earlier in the stream, probably Sunday, I'm planning on doing Monster Hunter Snap, where honestly, I'm just going to do a stream where I play Monster Hunter, but I'm mostly just going to be taking pictures of things. So if you're looking for chill Monster Hunter vibes where we don't hunt things, that might be the stream to catch. I realized yesterday that I was not going to get to take a picture of all the frogs I wanted to take pictures of with Keed shooting his gun, because he shot me 3 times while I was trying to take a picture of a single frog, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work. That's why I'd be great in a death video game, VRMMO. I'm just gonna farm on level 1, make food and equipment, and sell them to people for insane prices. Yeah, you need, what's it called? Racketeer? Yeah. I love petting animals. I love wearing animals. It is, yeah, there's a little bit of that energy, unfortunately, but it's like, I do get it, like, there's a distinction to be made. Okay, so we're on the 3rd floor here. Let's, like, keep moving. Keed, I need my frog picks. No, he literally shot me with his gun. Arcane machine. Press the button. Of course I press the button. The machine moans in response. Oh my. I'm sorry. Sorry, machine. Create a frostbite effect. Create a regen effect. Create a spikes effect. Spikes, I guess. What do you pull? Create damage. Create healing. Create a buff. Maybe healing. Create an effect that increases. Oh, capacity increases card draw. Let's do card draw actually. Do I take the old magic orb? It applies 5 spikes, restores 20 health, and adds 1 draw. Yes, I'm gonna take that. Thank you. Okay, if I can't sell you on Story of Seasons, which is legit amazing, maybe I can sell you on a challenge run after you do this one. I mean, I'm a hard person to sell stuff to, because I usually don't have any money. But oh, this is a good one. This is a round. This is a run-winning item right here. Extinguish abilities trigger additional time. This makes Little Fade like crazy strong. You know what? Actually, I do have a farming game that I recently played in the last year or so that I do like a lot. Atomicrops. It's the game about farming, but if you dialed it up to 12 and everything was a gun and everything was like trying to kill you. So I do have that. Like, I could play Atomicrops. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't play it on stream very often though, because it's like it's so intensive. It's so staggeringly intensive that like I have a hard time like focusing on both the chat and the game. Reminds me of Shotgun Farmers. Even the plants are guns. Yes, you can actually grow guns. Well, sort of. But yeah, Atomicrops. It's a good time. We're gonna duplicate our. Yeah. I don't know how she's gonna fit on the floor, but we'll make it work somehow. We need more capacity, and this is dangerous. How are we gonna do this? Ow. Yeah. Ow. Yeah. We're gonna put her up here. We can't fit them both because they're both large, and that's why I don't do that, and I did it anyways. Oh, right. I don't like the fact that I have things that are giving me purge, so that's very not appreciated. Good. Okay. Sleeping pills is kicking in. Time to say goodnight. Alright, EC, you have a good night, alright? Rest up and, you know, make sure to get something good to eat tomorrow and drink those fluids, and hopefully you'll be feeling better soon. Yeah. Alright, so guess we'll apply our cursed orb thing. Get back both our shark ladies. can't fit on the same floor, which I am disappointed by, but I'll live with. My goodness, we're getting so much pyre things. That's rude. I mean, it's kind of working out, I guess, sort of in a roundabout way. But anyways, I'm not saying Sturdy Seas this isn't a good game, because I mean I've heard enough things from enough people that it's obviously a good game. It's just not my typical fodder, right? It's not my typical like go-to for games. I tend to need stuff that's a little bit more actiony and to like grip me. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Boy, I don't like having to purge all these all the time. Kind of sucks. Damn it. It was a 50-50. Yeah. Just give you a good ribbing. Alright. So we're gonna go this way. Yep. Yeah, one of those things I like is old people, just to stress. Old people and cows, I love them both. It's like the time I met like that 70-year-old lady at rock climbing, Teresa. Never forgot her name. I wish I had got her number. She was very, very attractive and very good at climbing. But anyways, that's another story for another day. God, she was in good shape. There we go. Okay, now what am I gonna do? I mean, this seems to be working pretty well. It's just we need more capacity. I guess after this one I'll have more capacity, so it kind of works out. That's all done. That's basically gonna be done. So I guess we'll just go up here. There we go. Easy. God, I haven't been rock climbing in forever. There we go. Our top floor is looking pretty healthy, and honestly, we're doing good damage. So I feel like this is going well. I mean, of course it's going well. Like, we have the fucking waxer snuffer. How can things not be going well when you have a waxer snuffer? Like, gosh. Like, obviously things are going well. Oh, what am I doing? Don't do anything, me. Don't do anything. Just play those and just go, because we win. Okay. Ooh, having a little extra burnout would be good. You have 3 upgrades to your spells. You're a queen. Aw, well, thank you. I mean, I guess we're going this way because the other side doesn't offer us like anything. Okay, train stops. Familiar crystals. Do you investigate the crystals further? Oh my god, make them smaller, please. My dual Big Zam setup is like too big. Make them smaller. There. Now they can all fit on one floor. I can't believe I got that. Oh, we have holdover. That's an interesting one. I guess I could make that cheaper. It's like looking at this. I could hold over another mold. That might not actually be bad. It's like a boring thing to do, but it's like a smart thing to do. Usually smart things are boring, so I guess that's a correlation there. There we go. Yeah. Old magic holdover, yep. Okay, let's get it here. Yeah. But yeah, so anyways. 20 armor? 20 armor is manageable, probably. These are already like beefy enemies the more I think about it. Okay, actually that's not so bad. 1. Okay, that's just 6. So actually we can fit them on the middle floor because of the fact that they we have small. Perfect. Oh my god. I can't believe that. That's unbelievably lucky. Alright, they burn out. That's okay. We'll bring them back. Sort of, with time. That's not good. It's a 50-50. Oh wait, I can just get rid of it. I'm like, it's a 50-50. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's why I should put that in the front. Why do they burn out? That's a byproduct of melting. Melting basically makes it so when Little Fade like activates, she basically causes an effect that is burnout. And burnout makes it so that things there we go. Well, actually they have burnout just as a like thing because I fuse them with a draft. It's definitely a 50-50, 50% of being card 1, 50% chance of also being card 1. Thank you, Sarah. Little Faye gives burnout. Now she does give burnout. So what she gives on Extinguish is 25 attack power, 5 health, and burnout 2. So that's why I was fusing. Not so much for burnout, but so I could get multi-strike. And the unit I fused gives both burnout and multi-strike. So that's why they have burnout. Burnout's good. It's usually a good thing because like once you have it built up, it's not an issue. But like it cycles your units faster, causing you to gain more attack power quicker. So it's usually a good thing. So nothing wrong with a little burnout. It's a treat. We're gonna take a little damage to our pyre, but who cares? It's not worth trying to panic and scramble and save that. Yeah. But the thing is Little Fade dying on this floor over and over also means that she's unfortunately I'm getting it's all these cards I'm having to purge. That's what the problem is. There we go. But Little Fade also gives 2 additional burnouts, so she kind of refreshes them every time she dies. So it's a good thing. And actually, we're going to do this, which is going to give 4 burnout per unit. So just to refresh them even farther, because this floor is like killing it right now. Like there's no reason not to. Oh shoot, that's okay. Take a little bit of E5. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, how's things going, Sarah? How's things been? What are you up to? Yeah. So, Little Fade, bringing her back. Burnout 2 on this. Do a little bit of damage. Like, this is silly, so at this point we're gonna succeed. Have a few drinks, just relax until sleep time. Ah, very good, very good. Yeah, take it easy. Okay, it's done. I'm not even gonna touch it, because too often I touch it, and then next thing you know, it's like I fuck it up and then I die. So let's not do that. I don't really want it. This one's tempting, but it's more of like an early run kind of card. You commit to it early and then you don't have to think about it too much. Alright. What? If I go this way, I could potentially get some stuff on my cards. Multi-strike. There we go. There we go. So the big siren does 3 hits, the little one does 2. That seems reasonable. I'm just gonna spend 60 and purge a card because I want these train stewards out of here. I'll even spend 90 to purge another one because honestly they suck that much. So, do I want anything to duplicate? A second grenade wouldn't be bad. A second one of these wouldn't be bad. A second one of these wouldn't be bad. I mean, wait a minute. It's another 15 points, but it's 3, 2, and then 3. So I could have all 3 of them on the middle floor, and they'd be doing crazy damage. We're doing it. Taking a dumb risk. Jack strips. When a card is discarded before the end of your turn, gain 1 energy. Tempting. Jack strips is really good. This is like a thing that doesn't look like anything until you have it, and then you realize how many enemies only have 2 health. It's not gonna be so useful against the final boss, though. I don't think. I'm gonna take this and then cycle and remember that I don't have enough money. Although, no. Stop making packs. Okay, this is gonna be like a little dicey, but hopefully we'll be able to wing it. Okay. So, yeah, shark. Yeah. I guess we're okay. And they're gonna both burn out, but that's okay. That's the first step into like getting more burnout and also like living. We're taking a little bit of damage on that one. It's okay. It's gonna take a little bit for our floor to get like kind of set up here. Okay, that's fair. Do I destroy these ones or do I do some damage to this? Because apparently we're doing no damage at all right now. That's super fucking not good. Bad first floor. Bad first hands is what that was. That's not gonna dent that enough. We're gonna do that just to get rid of these, just to save us like at least 1 turn of damage. Hey Keed, what you up to? How's things been? Because this is a problem right here. I need sword. Sword would help me right now. Didn't get it. That's okay. Oh god, this is painful. Okay. Do I fucking do this? I think I need to. We have to work off the top floor. I should have put Little Fade. Why didn't I revive Little Fade first? Jesus, that's okay. Okay. Do a little bit of damage that way. We're gonna take some bad damage here, but we're gonna have to take some to get our footing here. Good. Just got back from small local Monster Hunter meetup. Oh, very good, very good. Yeah. Wow, I thought it was just gonna be a little bit of damage. Didn't realize there was like 30 packed in there. Okay. Okay. Okay, this has been a lot. Okay. Okay, we can make this work. We can make this work. We just have to like get everything in order here. Okay, this is at least got potential. Come on, please. Please. Thank you. Wow, did some good damage to the boss. Okay. We gotta be able to chew through everything on the very top floor. This is our last holdout. Okay, we're still succeeding. We could spend our burnout, or spend our energy rate away to give them all a bunch of burnout, which will keep them more alive, which is good. Put a little fade up here. Boy, we rode that really fucking hot. Yeah. And honestly, I'm just gonna do it on that floor because it just gives them more magic. We actually have both of the like super good items to have in one run here. because this doubles the incant, so they're getting more per spell played, but also this, which makes Little Fade even better. I think we should be good, at least on paper, because Little Fade is gonna make this like escalate every single turn until things are good again. There. Soften that floor up a little bit. Okay. Because Wax Snuffer is making it so Little Fade, instead of giving 25 attack power when she dies, she gives 50, which is insane already. And then Incant makes it so that any spells we play on that floor, they're getting double their like Incant buff. So yeah, like I can pull up some screenshots where I have like units doing like 300 or I'd have to look it up. I think the highest I had was like 700 times like 5. I think it was ridiculous, but that was a run forever ago. But yeah, so Monster Hunter went good. Okay, we're just gonna keep doing this because we gotta keep things going, keep things running. Okay. I was there to see that Dante run. Yes, the Dante run, which was wild, right? There's so much damage. Finally delved into Bugstick. Oh my god, you're back at Bugstick? Didn't think I'd see the day. Huh. Back to Bugstick. Yeah, you got this. Yeah. Yeah. I've optimized light bowgun, heavy bowgun, hunting horn builds. Okay, and it's done. It turns out the secret to the Covenant double Big Zam build was actually a single Big Zam and then 2 mini Big Zams. I needed a Big Zam the size of a small Big Zam. Yeah, not even close. Yeah. Like, I miss Big Zam. I hope they put it back in Rise. I kind of agree. I could see it being one of the ones that can make the cut. I mean, they have the little Zamites, so makes sense. Still an entire 15 HP. I know, right? We did it. We made it to 25. Yeah. Servers plus 1000 HP. Okay. And we made our sword pretty, and we got a streak. We did it. We made it to 25. Look at us. Man, why is my marker lower than everyone? Oh, I have to win 25. Duh. I'm like, why is my marker lower than everyone else's? I immediately got like jealous. I'm like, immediately jelly. So can I pitch my idea? Okay, hook me up. What's your idea, Mischievous? GG's. Wait, was that sword called the Moist Blessing? No, Most Blessed Sword. It was the Moistest Blessing. Yeah. So that means we can officially update it. Monster Train is officially 25 of 25. And then after this, we gotta get our Covenant clears. So 25 of 25. Now the real game begins. Yeah, it's crazy challenge. The Steward's Revenge. Now I'm just disappointed. Okay. Right, gotta get this ready. There we go. Good thing I have water available to me now. We esports now. There we go. Your only units can be stewards and champions. What the fuck was that? So, okay, so here's the thing. When I drink water on the stream, you can't really see, like, I'm holding the glass right now, but because my glass refracts the camera, it causes my model to flip out. So this is me holding the glass in front of my face. You can see what it does, right? So I'm like, I should have a thing on the stream that conveys when I'm drinking water. So I'm just like, yeah. Just like that. Just that easy. Beautiful. It just makes sense. To me, it made sense that, like, at like 6 a.m. Because otherwise my model looks like it's freaking out and it looks like I'm doing nothing. And it's at least with this, it looks like I'm doing something, right? That's real smart though. Yeah, I know, right? See, genius. Thank you. I'm glad. See, Glare, I appreciate the fact that you appreciate my genius. So, anyways. Also, when I drank that last drink, I spilled a bunch on myself, but that's the beauty of being a VTuber. Nobody saw that. Really. What? I even sweetened the pot and offered a gift sub if you beat it. Whoa, what's up with this? So can I pitch my idea? It's crazy. Challenge. The Steward's Revenge. Your only units can be stewards and your champions. You can take any unit only to merge them into your stewards. Okay, that's interesting. That's a pretty cool idea. But your main units must be your stewards. I'll consider doing that. I will consider doing that, Mischievous. That sounds interesting. But I'm not going to do it right now, because right now we're going to try our 25. Let's do this. Only because I can't breathe now. That's I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I thought it was a genius idea. Not a good first hand. We'll see what our options are. We're currently on a streak though, so I'll commit to this run. Oh, we don't even have a good version of Little Fade. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I'm gonna say, like, this gives her endless at least and quick. I'll try it. Advanced stewards, there we go. Just that easy. I'm just like, I guess I'm taking the Steward's Revenge run. Legit made my night. Glad I stopped by. Maybe I need to like have a water bottle here that is more like esports. I'll work on that. But I was just like, yeah. I noticed it as a problem that I've been running into on the stream where it's like I'll be drinking water and I notice my bottle flipping out and I'm just like, oh, that doesn't look good. Doesn't look right. Alright. Okay. There we go. So we got advanced stewards right out of the gate, which is really good. Fortunately, we don't have anything to actually... We haven't seen them yet, but in theory we have them. At least it was a frozen tornado. 20 times. Yeah, that's like probably a good thing. Not gonna be able to hit that second one. That sucks. It's fine. We're gonna take 5 damage, whatever. Oh my god, we took 8 damage. Because this is a freaking hamster bottle. I can't right now. Like, the thing was okay. Hear me out. Like, hear me out on this one. Hear me out on this one. It made sense to me because, like, I can't, like, physically drink the water and also, like, move a water bottle on the stream up to, like, imitate that I'm drinking the water at the same time. So I'm like, what's a way that I can, like, make this work? And I'm like, hamster bottle. Like, this is the gifts I bring on my stream. Okay, we won it. We took a little damage on the first floor, but it's okay. So now we have a case of advanced stewards, and it's like, this means we have to run a very different run from the previous run. Not exactly a bad thing, but it's also kind of a weird setup. I'm gonna say consume. Having a little extra burnout's a good thing. We have tornadoes. I'm actually gonna skip these. Modern problems require modern solutions. Welcome to 2021. It's been a rough go. It's been a rough go. And if we want to drink from hamster bottles, why can't we drink from hamster bottles? It's be like that. At this point, it's like, what do I fucking do? Let's go on this side. Nope. I can make something endless. I can make one of these endless, which I guess is something. I'm sorry, I zoned out. What the fuck? Clearly, you need to pay attention to my stream, Keyed. I have terrible, awful, painful news to share with you all. Oh no. Well, what's up? What's up, Crocro? I have a hamster bottle. Is that the news? All right. I've become addicted to JoJo. That's not awful. That's wonderful. Like a bottle made of oh my god. Here, I'll drink some water so you can see what it looks like. So, drinking some water. There we go. That's how you do it as a streamer. Welcome to street VTubing. Yeah, I heard about DMX. Now I'm disappointed again. What? Why are you disappointed? Yeah, getting addicted to JoJo. Like, you're in the age range. It was overdue. You're ready for your JoJo growth spurt. Honestly, probably just crap. What do I want to fucking do with this? I guess. There we go. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's an anime. Which, yes, there you go. Yes. Age range. The fuck that does that mean? Like, you've been on this planet long enough. Like, you're overdue to get invested in JoJo's. I'm leaving. I want my lungs back. Damn it. I'm so sorry, Claire. Oh my goodness. Drink from the hamster, you coward. Okay, this is treading into like the turtle territory of hydration, and we said we wouldn't go there again. So no, Keyed, no. All right. Code Y. Keyed brought it up. Hey, I've been a good girl. No bad comments from me. Yeah. Well, we're in trouble now. These are just enchantments, so that's not so bad. There. Yeah, this one's on me. Yeah, I know. Keyed, why? Because welcome to Keyed, that's why. Keyed's over here like, hydrate off of hamsters. I'm like, no. No. Which sounds like some weird kind of like protein like kick. I don't know what to think about that. Ugh. The spikes. All my units just keep spiking themselves, and it's just like, this isn't working very well. There. I've been called a Dracula before. You have been called a Dracula before, it's true. Could you get some burnout? Just a little burnout is a treat. Actually, did I take burnout already? I did too. Descend can be helpful. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna take that. A hammer. I'm never gonna turn down a free hammer. What do I look like? An idiot? Of course I'm taking the free hammer. Okay, what do we got here? We should go this side because I need a tank. Yes, tank. Nice. Yeah. No, don't answer that. Okay, did you invite Keed into your stream? No, I did not. Keed wandered in here himself. Okay, well, at least get one free revive every turn. I'm good. I guess I'm just like, eh. I'm just like, I'm gonna go in here and just see what I can fuse, just out of interest. Applies 3 frostbite. Apply stealth to friendly units. See, I don't necessarily want stealth though. Like, I kind of just want to get rid of them. Like, one of those is good. Having 2 is like too much, in my opinion. No, this isn't my challenge run. Yeah. Oh, just a free strength stone. Usually they only offer these 2. That's interesting. I mean, no, I want to get the 25, although I'm not super optimistic about this one. I found a loophole. If I keep inviting people to me, my domain is wherever I am. I see. Can I just, like, throw that? Yeah, I'll just do that, just as a 3. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we have our tank. That takes care of that problem. Such a weird thing because I don't have any Stygian guard synergy right now. It's just all this. So playing my spells doesn't really matter so much. It's just basically trying to get a little Fade to die a bunch. Yeah, there's no advantage right now in playing any spells, so I'm not getting that double synergy. Ugh. No good. Okay, Super Steward. Oh, all right. It is what it is. Okay. I think my answer here. Oh, haste. Gotta be careful about that. Like, I don't know how Storm is overhead. You okay? You gonna be alright? Had to clip that. Oh my fuck, I need that laugh. Okay. I'm glad you appreciated it so much, Glare. That made it all worthwhile. I think so, maybe? Alright. Well, you know, I mean, you know better what to do than I do, so, like, hang in there, White. You got this. Yeah. Oh, so you're just applying Terra Nullis everywhere you go, and then welcoming people to you so that you're technically not on their property, thus you don't need to be invited in. Ultimate vampire meta. Keeds figured it out. So you colonize some colonism in addition to Dracula. Oh no. Damn. That sucks. We're already winning it. What am I doing? Aw, also, yeah, hey Static, how you doing? Oh yeah, that storm just passed by me 30 minutes ago. Stay safe, White. Be prepared to lose your power just in case. Okay. Ooh. That's a good one. Oh, I desperately want to take her, but I'm gonna try and ride out the Stuarts. I feel like the Stuarts have potential on this one. Yeah, I'm trying to pronounce it. Colonizism. I almost got it. Oh, thank you, Static. Thank you for the. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. Thank you for the subs. Enjoy your subs. Infernal Translator, Moonmun, Sulfurious Acid, Sulfurious Acid, yes, and 7. Colonialism. I did it. Okay. What do I want to do? I don't have anybody to kick off my. I don't know how to. What do? I don't want to kick any. I don't have anybody to kick off my train because I vortex my. Oh wait, I do have things to kick off my train. I get to vortex these guys instead. That honestly, like, kind of. I'm kind of lukewarm because honestly, stealth is a thing that exists, and I can get that, and it's better. Yeah. Oh, we can make one of our stewards big. Big Stewart. That's all our money. That was it. Colonialism. Colonialism. Communalism. Communalism. I got it. Nailed it. Nice. Firelight. So we tried. Colonialism. Colonial. It's one of those words I can't say today. Head pat. Yes. Aw, thank you. Thank you, White. Also, why are you doing head patting? You're supposed to be riding out the storm. Like, in the most extreme style you can, like DMC3 style. Some days are just like that, yeah. It's there, what's there? What? Oh, multi-strike. I want that random artifact. I'm willing to run this hot. I don't know if it was reproducible, but hey, I'll take it. Yeah, you did it. Okay, so what do I want to do here? There. Oh shit, right, that puts burnout. That's why I wasn't gonna do that. Okay, that's okay. It's still good. It's still good. Bonk. Okay, come on, Stewarts. You got some work to do. Yeah. There's a storm that's approaching. That is the Metal Gear Rising song, but yes. Still an acceptable answer, honestly. There we go. You just opened my eyes to a new realm. Oh no, you're right. It is Devil May Cry 5. I was thinking of what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Sundowner's theme from Rising. God, I gotta play 5. No. I feel so like out of it. Red Sun, that's what I'm thinking of. Or what am I thinking of? There's another song. What am I thinking of? I gotta look up the Rising soundtrack. All I put in was Rising OST and I brought it right up. I'm thinking of Rules of Nature. That's what I'm thinking of. Like an idiot. Which also isn't Sundowner's theme. Which I don't know why I'm thinking of it being Sundowner's theme. There we go. Bullet. Yeah. Alright. Just just gonna put some burnout on that floor and just make it happen. I don't know how this is gonna work, honestly. This whole thing here. This is just, I'm like, just nah. Yeah. I'm just love for good OSTs, yas. Revengeance OST slaps, which, you know what it is? It's because I haven't really listened to Devil May Cry 5's music. I haven't played it, so what's like the nearest approximation, right? What's gonna be like familiar to my brain? Metal Gear Rising. Bam. These stewards are thick, I know, right? Oh god, I actually don't want this. When played your champion gains max HP, 50%. That's only like 1 HP. Like, hold up. 50% max HP? When played, your champion gains... Oh, it just means they're gonna gain more and more HP each turn. I don't actually want that, so I'm just gonna sell it. That's gonna be really... That's gonna look really dumb to a lot of people, but yeah. Alright, so what are we doing? I don't need to vortex any cards. Probably. I guess I'm going this side. Get that, take some money. We're gonna upgrade our stuff. It only gives max HP, not actual HP though. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad then. What are you gonna do? Heal for 1 exactly. What is this? A fucking heal for ants? What do I want? I could do continuous hammers. That's a potential option. Just a lot of hammers. How about that? That is a game plan. Honestly, I kind of hate this run so far. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a junk run. There's like no, I don't feel like anything's consistent, but maybe it'll like come together for me. Yes, destroy the formless. Oh, shoot. If I put this here, it gets destroyed first. The formless child then gets destroyed. Damn it! The formless child isn't getting destroyed. And also the little like Nelson, the little cherub, the little Nelson laughed at me. The little Nelson laughed at me. This is unacceptable. I've been wronged. I know. I've been wronged. Okay. You know what? Just fucking do it. You know what? It's just gonna be a surprise when they get to the next floor and there's just a really big steward up there. Like, the worst of the storm is past. Nice! Oh, shoot. Why would I do it that way? You know what? Fuck it. There we go. Top floor is where it's at now. Also, it's weird because I don't have to play my cards in any particular place, which feels wrong. Yeah. Yeah, White got her first shot in got her first COVID shot. So yes, awesome. Yeah, congratulations, White. I'm super pleased because I know you live in a place which has basically just been it's been a hot spot this whole time and it sucks. So I'm glad that you've gotten your shot. Yeah. Your arm hurts, yeah. So White got her shot and her arm was like a little sore and she was showing me like the band-aid and I'm like, oh. And Unrelated, about 2 hours later I threw up, so I guess I'm getting the effects of the shot. Sometimes it'd be like that. It hurts to lift otherwise. Not bad? Okay. It sounds like a tetanus shot, honestly. Did you get ice cream afterwards? I got ice cream. I got ice cream and then I threw up, so it didn't do anything for me. The ice cream did nothing. That's normal. It'll go away in a day or two. Just don't do any heavy lifting. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I shouldn't do any heavy lifting anyways. I keep hearing bad thing about this shot. I mean, there's like, what, 6 or 7 different variants of it now. What kind of ice cream did you get? I had an Oreo ice cream. It was very good. I had Oreo ice cream. It was definitely not the reason I got sick. I will just stress. Oreo ice cream is S tier. Yeah, see? I like moose tracks. I haven't had moose tracks since I was like little. Oh my god. I almost forgot about it. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god. I haven't had it in forever. Oh my god. I remember this. Oh yeah, moose tracks is really good. Yes. Moose tracks where it's an ice cream. It's like chocolate chunks in like kind of a vanilla ice cream. And it's just super good. Not actual mousse. Probably not. If it makes you feel any better, the actual shot itself didn't hurt. My arm just feels like it's been lifting heavy weight all day. And that's fair. Remember the time when I had my flu shot and my tetanus shot and they had to put one in each arm because they didn't want to put both in the same arm? That was an interesting day. My arms felt really heavy after that. So, that's a thing that can happen. Oh, actually probably made that worse by putting a little fade in there. You didn't want them both in the same arm? Actually, my doctor didn't want to put them both in the same arm. She's like, I've never done a tetanus shot and a flu shot at the same time. And she's like, we'll put one in each arm. Just because. Done. I mean, we're getting somewhere. Stewards are definitely like getting strong the whole time, so that's good. Gain 7 for certain battle. Yes. Too late for these. Too late for knife. Silence is always handy. Honestly, I guess we'll just go this side. What we got? Random consumable cards. Ooh, random Wormkin card. That's fun. Nah, we'll go with this. Nah, it's just spell weakness. Who cares? When you play your third card, draw one. That's sometimes nice. Having a little bit of extra attack power is also sometimes good, but yeah. I think we're good. Yeah. Like just a little extra attack power. Oh shit. Gotta buff up my tank. Oh my god. Just walked out the store and totally forgot my shark. That's a... Someday, I hope to be able to say that about going to IKEA and buying one of those stuffed sharks. I want one of those. Secretly, they were cat girl transformation shots, only effective via both arms at once. And it also cured my sword wound. It was just one. Just to assure people, it was only one wound. I had to get a tetanus shot because I dropped a sword at myself and it caught me. Surprise! The weebiest way to get a tetanus shot. Well, I guess it's my turn. What if I do this and then just do this? And it didn't summon them back. Okay, well, okay, now I know it's rude, so. Oh, there they are. Oh, I can't play it. Don't have enough. Don't have the cost. Having a sword drop on you still sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I was holding actually 6 swords at the time, and then I dropped one on myself, so whoops. I want to get rid of these because they hurt. My energy level in this is leaving a lot to be desired right now. At least my tank is carrying. Also, where are all these stewards? I have like 4 of them, and I don't see any of them. That's kind of getting under my it's on my nerves right now. Ugh, not enough. Never mind why or how, just swords, yes. The story is better left, like, without details, honestly, I think. There we go. I don't like that this guy's getting through here basically without any damage. Give him the bonk. Alright. I'm like, come on, big steward, show me what you're made of. Okay, that didn't work out quite right. Okay. Why is it like this? Why is it always like this? If I do that, I at least get to keep holdover. So I'm cycling my holdover hammer, and that's how this is actually working for me right now, which is a weird way to be doing this, but it kind of is working. I shouldn't actually do that because I want it to bring back a unit stronger. Yeah, hammer down. Yeah. Okay, like, put you up here, put you up here, put you up here, I guess. I don't know how this one isn't getting burnout, which is kind of it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. It died, and it didn't come back with burnout. How? But it doesn't matter, because we did a little bit of damage. Wow, that steward's actually doing a fair amount of damage. Good on it. Should have probably left some space on this one. Doing 746. If I do this, I'm gonna get 2 units back. I'm gonna get more capacity. Oh, why? I wasn't thinking about the fact it would, like, bring them back like that. I'm like, oh, damn it, stupid hallway thing. I gotta learn how that thing works. Clearly. Okay, we may have bit the dust on this one, but you know what, to be honest, it was kind of a sketchy run anyway, so... it's a shame though. It was a good chunk into it. Yeah. Bah. 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 Ugh. That's okay. Not a big deal. How's everybody doing? But also, yeah, I'm super pleased. I'm super pleased you got your shot white. Yeah. Actually, they just opened, like, the things from, like, the appointments or whatever, the bookings for them here, for my mom. So, like, for her age group. So, we tried to book, yesterday, but it was full immediately. So, hopefully we'll be able to get my mom booked in for, her shot soon, too. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Yeah, thank you, Vlad. Okay, let's try this again. Take it from the top. Okay, which one is this? First, Nope. Okay, so this boss here is like a perfect counter to my deck. This is a hard no on this one. We already lost our streak, so there's no reason not to reroll. That one's not great, but it's like bearable. I'll fight this one. I'll fight this one. And oh my god, the Waxer Snuffer. Before each bat. Nope, this is always gonna be better. Please give me Firelight, please. We didn't get Firelight, but we did get this, so you know what? I'll give the run a try. I'll at least give it a shot. Cause this thing is just like amazing. Unfortunately, I don't have any Stewarts, or don't have any advanced Stewarts this time. It's a hell of an extinguish power, yeah. Like, this is pretty good, and it's gonna actually double proc because of this, so it actually is even cooler. Probably could have did that different. Just put her right back into my hand. I don't know how that's actually working, but I accept it. But anyways, so yeah, Keed, if you're still here, how'd Monster Hunter go? You mentioned about picking up Insectclave again? Okay, getting 2 out of that. What is going on with this hand? Why do I have octopuses? I mean, I'm not complaining, but was not expecting this. I feel like I have a lot going on here that is, I mean, it's gonna work, but it feels weird. So there we go, it's done. Good. Don't know why though. Been on autopilot the entire time lately. Yeah, I kind of felt it yesterday, which is partly why I decided to like take a break from it today. Yeah. Hammer. Yeah. Alright. Come on, tank. Give me a tank. Give me a tank or a shark girl. Oh, actually, this one's pretty good. I'm gonna take it. That's like the rare new monster that they gave Stygian. Oh, make it big. Incant. Gain 1 multi-strike. Resolve. Remove all status effects. So it's like how you get a bunch of multi-strike on this, like Oops, I actually didn't mean to commit to that. That's okay. I'm like, it's still good, it's still good. Whoops. I'm just like, maybe I'll just leave now. Like, finish a hunt, barely remember the hunt. Yeah, that's usually a good sign that you might want to take a break. Okay, so we've got a pile of eels, which gets multi-strike, which seems probably good. So, I want to see this thing in motion because I've never used this one. I mean, actually, no, I did use it once, but I like was kind of like looking at it, I guess, in passing. If that makes sense. Not quite enough. And Nelson got away. God damn it. That little cherub's name is Nelson, and nothing will convince me otherwise. Okay, so it loses its multi-strike at the end of a turn. Kind of went ham. I said it was a lot of game in a short time. It's true. You're not wrong. Okay. This is fine. Like, who can truly defeat a pile of eels? Let's be real. Yeah. Like, and it's a giant pile of eels that now has like a lot of burnout on it, so And it's just gonna in-camp for more and more hits, so it's 5 times 35. That's a lot of damage. I wonder if there's anything I could fuse with it to remove its negative. Oh, free hand grenade. I'll take that. Nope. And what's our freebie? Oh, I haven't seen Legion of Wax in forever. This unit is super fun. It's like, it's so fun, but I fuck myself over relentlessly with it all the time. And I'm like, it's so good when it works, and it's so bad when it doesn't work. I wonder if I took Legion of Wax and fused it with eels, if it would work. I'm gonna do that. I just want to do some science. That's all. This game is bringing out my inner mad scientist, and let's be real, that's only a good thing. Okay, come on, tank. Oh, really? Fuck, Jesus. What the hell, game? Okay, copy a card. Copy 5 copies of a card. Oh, wow. We could have 2 big piles of eels. 2 things of Legion of Wax. Yeah, we're copying our eels. It's like the best idea. There's always the dream of multi-strike small. Yeah, that would be really nice. Oh my god, that'd be so good, Sarah. Okay, let's see. Wait, what? Oh my god, I have another duplication event. Okay, hold up. Pardon me. It gives multi-strike an energy 1. If I fuse my eels into my other eels, wait, I wanted to give energy extinguish spawns 2 copies of Twins of Wax. So multi-strike 1 plus energy 1. Oh, it makes the cost go up 1. So it's free multi-strike. It just makes it cost a little bit more. This gives a little bit of attack power and extinguish, but I don't know if it will carry over the property of a multi-strike from eels. You know what I mean? I actually feel like putting my fusing my eels into my other eels feels like a good decision. I don't know why. If I fuse, I mean, it's already. Is it gonna lose all its multi-strike though? Because if it resolves and removes all status effects, then can I 50 damage from the front enemy unit? Wait, could I fuse my grenade into my Legion of Wax and just make it explode? That seems like a good thing. Like, and will all the babies get Twins of Wax though aren't like. There's so many things here, but so little answers. We have to do science. This just gives it endless, which actually isn't. That's not bad. What did this give? Plus 10 magic power. I mean, we'd want to be using magic on the same floor as the eels, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I have so many questions, but I feel like it's gonna be a 3 cost then. It's gonna suck. But I mean, once it dies once, then it's not that bad. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna fuse our eels into more eels. Oh my god, what? It's getting multi-strike 2? I mean, that's just a good idea. Okay, whatever. It's fine. We're gonna find out. We're doing science today, and you know what? We're getting even more eels back. So we're ahead of the game. We got so many eels. We're losing our goddamn mind. So we're gonna learn. Today's the day we learn about eels. Oh my god, we got them both at once. We kind of want to put it on the bottom floor. Okay, this is fine. What? It didn't get in-camp multi-strike. What? Hold up. It's okay. Okay, no, we're good on that one though. Yeah, so it just starts with 2. Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening? Did it loot? Is it only... It's multi... What is going on with this? 4... 1... Like... 5... It's not in burnout right now, so... 6. Okay, it did lose it. Oh, it lost it all. Okay. Okay. And I mean, that's to be expected. We tried something sneaky, and it kind of makes sense that, of course, it's not going to work. But I mean, it's still going to be a good card, so it's not like it's not a big deal. My problem right now is that they don't both fit on the same floor, which is a bigger issue. What is this? Oh, it's haste. God damn it. Well, we're gonna fix that. There we go. Just make your eels attack more. I should be playing into the fact that I have this, and that's not really happening right now. I know I didn't get the right version, a little fade, but I mean, I have one that does 200 damage, so is that technically the wrong version, a little fade, if it can do 200 damage? I don't know the answer to that, but I think we're doing okay. More okay than what I'm thinking we are. Okay. This version of little fade's really good. Well, at least I know a good alternative to light fire or whatever it's called. Nah, I think we're good. None of these are a shark. We definitely want more capacity. 69, nice. Do I have anything I want to get rid of? I mean, I guess I want to get rid of these little octopuses. Could use, yeah, this side. What am I doing? Get rid of my stewards first. Get rid of them first, and then we'll look at this and say no. Okay. -1 cost. Yeah. No. Actually, it's fine. Okay. Nope. Yeah, just make everything cheaper. Why not, right? Like, the revives, like, making that cheaper is just really helpful. Yeah. Okay, we gotta extinguish now. It won't be as good. Man, 40 attack power, so that's like 80 every time she dies. That's kind of insane. This is like a nice benefit though to all the units that's around her, so, and that's like really my play style. 150 gold for 15 armor. Damn it, it's a haste deck. I'm gonna not do that. I just have bad luck against haste sometimes. And I don't have a tank, so I can't reliably say that I'll just be able to tank it. There we go. Actually, our eels worked out pretty good on the first floor. This is pretty good. It's like, it's very different from what I'm like used to playing, but it's working. It's getting the job done. And we destroyed Nelson, so really, what more could someone want? Baby can go up here. I kind of wish I had fused this with this, because I think that would have maybe been a far more like interesting result. Right. Okay. That's gonna work. Okay, that's a turn, basically. Yep. Okay. Oh my god, they have haste in the bottom floor. What the hell? 200. Yeah, and it's a 50-50. Nice. Dead. You know what? I like it. This is it's like playing Sirens, but if Sirens was building, instead of building really high attack power, it's just building many hits. So it kind of still plays the same in a roundabout way. This would be that one's really good for fusing. Take that. But how's everybody doing? What's everybody up to? Let's go with this side. Let's summon 4 random units, start your deck, middle floor. Let's start battle, draw until you have 10 cards, sure. We're gonna remove a few more, get rid of these stewards. The stewards are still definitively like the worst ones, so definitely want to kick them off our ship. Oh my god, we can make it double big. Do I want to make a double big? I want to make this double big. Why is it? Why would I do that? It's so expensive, or it has such a high cost. That's okay. It's still good. It's still good. Use this, and we'll just make it endless. No, don't do that. We're gonna just say, just don't. That's our new game plan. Endless grenades. Endless hand grenade is a good option. Infinity grenades. It's just like playing any game on the NES. Sometimes you need infinity grenades, and that's what I decided that I need it. Yeah. Actually, I wonder if my chat's working. I better just refresh this just in case. It's been a while since I've seen a message go through, so I'm like, now I'm just like getting like, it's like fishy. I'm like, what? All right. So what do we got here? Yeah. Hey, White. Okay, good. Messages are going through, seemingly. Okay. Just put this up on the top floor, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, it's resting on the bed. Hey, no worries. Hey, Vlad. 3 cost, huh? Oof. Okay, you know what? We'll work on the top floor and work our way down. It's like a type of strategy, sort of. We're gonna be running big melting energy on the top floor, and it's gonna get wild. I assure you all. Damn it, I don't have enough energy. I keep playing on the top floor. That's definitely not something I should be doing. Put this here. Free hand grenade. There. Oh no, what have I done? I just sent something really strong up to the top floor. No, we've taken care of it. I finally have 3, and I don't have anything to summon. Shoot. Please let this work. I have a feeling we're gonna have a bad, like, top floor here. Yeah, that's not good. Because this is really like an anti-boss kind of thing. It's not so good against just like any old thing. Ugh, I don't like any of this. I don't like it. We're gonna take some damage on all this. We didn't get our heals out, which is like, that's the kicker. Yeah, we're in trouble. Okay. Our best bet is actually to try and commit to killing this boss. How we will do that, I don't know. The top floor is absolutely not going to be able to carry for more than 1 round. Oh god. I can maybe make it survive, sort of, maybe, I don't know. Up the attack power? No. What can I do? This is an unfortunate one. We gotta take this out. There's no way we're gonna be able to do that on this little amount of like energy we have. Fuck. No. Well, at least I got to play with eels for a little bit. If that's not a good day, I don't know what is. No dice. Ah, sucks. The angels in their like 70s jumpsuits got me. Ah. Okay. Well, that one didn't go so hot, but that's all right. We're on Covenant 25, right? This is really it. So good first hand. We got stealth and 2 grenades. If only you had a 70s jumpsuit, I would have been able to repel them. You're right. Thank you, Alpha. Okay. Oh my god, we're not having much luck. You know what? Everything else was so good. I'll go with this one. Still not entirely 100% sold on it, but it's pretty decent. Friendly units gain 3 rage whenever they lose a stack of burnout. That's really good. So, okay. We got this. We just gotta commit. We can make this work. I keep choosing the small brain, super thin, regeneration, dex, gotcha. Yeah, well, I mean, like, regeneration, honestly, I feel like is good, but it's still, like, that's tough to play. Honestly, I'm more about the let your units die and just take their graves up later. That's more my energy. And I find it works well for me. This is, like, generally when this deck gets going, I've never seen a deck that was stronger, so it's just a matter of like getting a good run here where I'm getting kind of just the right things going on. Actually, kind of did that wrong. It's okay though. Yeah. Okay. It's mindless, deal 60 damage every time you heal, you champ, and can't make one of your other units scale, and it's like, wow, this is actually brain dead. I think, like, here's the thing with a lot of, I think, card games and things like that, it's the initial creation of the idea is where, like, all the thought goes in. When you actually have, like, a good deck that, like, executes well, then, like, it's just a mechanical process, so I think that's pretty true about a lot of, like, good decks in a lot of games. Yeah, like, it's more about, like, your initial creation of it. Like, my initial creation of, like, the Stygian melting setup, like, that's where the thought process was. Like, the actual playing it out, mostly it's just making the choices to try and reform that deck, like, in the best capacity I can. So, but I do get what you mean, because, like, this definitely feels very brain dead too sometimes. Like, making a combo deck in Magic the Gathering is fun, but playing it feels super boring. Yeah, something like that, right? I can't speak to experience of playing Magic, but I think the sentiment, like, is the same. Sediment? Statement's the same? I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah. We're gonna go with, yeah. I'm just gonna say no to these, honestly. Ain't none of them are a hammer, so this is sometimes a good, like, pairing with my tank at the bottom. I'm gonna skip on it just in case. I don't know, I made combo decks in a lot of different games and had a ton of fun playing them. They do get old after a little bit though. Yeah, I think that's pretty natural. We didn't really get a real good amount of money or anything, so I don't know if I want to run. Don't get me wrong, Wax Legion can be, like, insane, but it's like, probably not a good idea right now. I'll do holdover, revive, holdover, revive. So now at least we have a way to dig up our graves consistently. We have nothing to apply magic power to. 60 isn't going to give us a lot to choose from, but we can make something cost a little bit cheaper. Like, honestly, probably more revive. Always found tempo decks to be fun and engaging. Tempo? Yeah. Not familiar. There we go. Okay, so make sure little Fade is dying almost instantly. I don't like how fast this one's escalating. We need this to... We need to take care of this. This is a problem. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. My personal favorite is control. Always in control of the situation. I see. Yeah. We're just gonna like buff up a little bit, and I mean that one's dying already. We can just go like this, and ice it, I guess. I like that they're getting up there. I kind of like it because these guys look like they're just shrugging, so when they arrive on the pyre and realize they can't do any damage to it, it just looks like they shrug and just die. It's like, goodbye, I guess I don't know what to do here. Yeah, we just need some revives. Yep, there we go. And it's done. Easy. Tempo is like halfway between control and aggro, but not like a MDI merge value engine. Oh, this is like way more complicated than like what I know about card games. It's like you win by disrupting your opponents enough that a lot of the interactions... Oh, gotcha. So like they can't like... You're like ruining their ability to like synergize and like do things. Briefly edge out. I see. I see. Interesting. You know what? I'll take another one of those. Just a hard no on all that. And come on. Nice. We got a tank. Tempo is about having initiative. I see. Interesting. We don't have enough to duplicate anything yet, so it's definitely this side. Oh my gosh, we got the eels again. I'll take them. They seemed interesting. I haven't played with them any amount because, of course, they're new to the DLC, so it's an interesting thing. Cave of 1,000 Eyes. Hell yeah. Spend the pyre health. Yeah, pyre damage for a little pyre health about it. And let's see if we can buy anything. Just make something else cheaper. We'll make this stuff here cheaper because the ability to increase our burnout's like really important. I don't think we have anything here that I'd say is like worthwhile to like fuse multi-strike in one cost. Like, I don't think it's like... You're only really getting one multi-strike out of those eels, so I think they're probably a better thing to build onto rather than like fuse into other things. But I could be wrong. Okay. I think we have something here, so that's like... I think we can make this work. Okay, I'm gonna put the eels maybe on the second floor. Nah, I can put them on the first floor. Eels, shark, little Fade. Yeah, they'll fit. Except that we're not actually gonna get to hit anything. Whoops. Yeah, whoops, whoops, whoops. What do you mean little Fade's a terrible shield? Okay. Shark on the Shark should still probably go on bottom floor. Bomb, little fade. Still dying, but it's slightly slightly less agonizing, question mark. I don't know, like, I mean, honestly, probably be more agonized. I don't know. Like, the first time she died, it just getting, like, bopped. And the second time she got hit with a crossbow. So, I don't know. There we go. Finally doing enough damage to, like, really... Yeah, okay. You know what? I'll throw some burnout on this one. You can't multi-strike one stack the multi-strike for every cast. Yes, except you lose at the end of your turn, which would pair super well with the green tribe. Oh, the plant ones, yes. I mean, the problem is we didn't get our synergizing version a little fade, because like the other version would basically turn those eels into like just an absolute monster for damage, because little fade would be converting all her like damage output into the eels, and then they get multi-strike. So we're still not like in an ideal like situation for like our deck structure, but it is what it is. Okay, at least she got extinguished, so I guess that's good. I'm like, good for her. Yeah. Good for little Fade. I'm glad she's just out there, you know, doing. I really should just not use the stewards. I think using the stewards is almost always the wrong answer unless they're advanced stewards. I'm like, just put a bunch of bombs down? Is that an answer? I removed the hell out of stewards. I would too. I just haven't had a chance to. I almost always kick them out of my train. That's why I'm always like, tuck and roll, boys. Okay, we got our eels. Did that in like the wrong order. Should have waited to see what I got. Yeah. They were close. We're gonna live, I think. Unfortunately, our eels burned out super fast. Okay, we lived. It's fine. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. Like, if that would remove the resolve of the eels, it would be amazing. But I don't think it's gonna do something so good. No. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we got our shark, we got our eels. What is our big problem here? We definitely want to get rid of some stuff, so let's go to this side. Second shark tank. I don't need to. That would just be waste of space. Apply daze to units when they enter your pyre room. Your pyre gets -5 attack power. That one's pretty good. Yeah, I'm like... Yeah, resolve probably isn't a debuff, exactly. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Come on, little... Okay, we got... It looks like we're just gonna ride Eternal Flame, apparently. We're gonna ride the fire. We're gonna ride the lightning. It's not lightning. We're riding. It's fire. Yeah. Alright, well. Sure, at the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. Yeah, ride the fire, exactly. Mark of Evasion sucks so hard. Aw, Mark of Invasion? Okay, this is like fine. We're gonna just put our tank right on the top floor, job's done. Let's build on the second floor here, see if we can make something work out of this. This is gonna gain no oh shit. Eesh. It's still good. It's still good, probably. Oof. Haste is always one that like gets me. I never think to look for it right away, so I always take that hit. Okay, well, we have some work up ahead of us. I mean, only one of them is gonna make it through, so that's a good thing. Got our eels. Okay. This sure was an interesting thing we just went through. I think we took care of that, maybe? Dazed and 40. Nice, perfect. Okay, so it looks like we're working off the top floor almost exclusively. That's fine though. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Our problem is because Little Fate isn't here to die for us. She's not, I guess I could stealth that, and then ice, and, not quite getting that one. She's only doing one. She's not even doing one. I can't get over these googly eyes. The googly eyes are so good. Like, what a good addition to this game. Okay. Bomb. Bomb. Spell weakness. Frost. Okay, so, like, they're not even getting to attack, which is awesome. I still wish I had the other version of Little Fate, though. The game has intended, yes. Okay. So, the bosses on this floor has haste. I don't think there's any answer for, like, dealing with that. Oh, hello. That's actually perfect. Well, that was actually a pretty good first floor. So now it has to walk all the way up here. That's right, take the stairs, idiot. Yeah. A little bit more burnout that time. Bomb. Spell weakness. Get rid of our or get rid of that. Okay, we did some damage. Get rid of that. Job's done. Yeah. Okay. I'm just so miserable because I know the other version of Little Fate would be making these decks like complete fire, and they're just kind of meandering right now. Thank you for the head pat. Yes. Thank you, Static. Yeah. So how's my hair look on the stream? I adjusted it a little bit. Yeah, it seems fine. Yeah. Yes. Ah. Very good, very good. Like for the green champion, I only use one ability. There we go. We're not even really getting burnout on things, so I mean, we kind of are, I guess, so it's helpful. We're gonna just say no to those. Like, get rid of our last two stewards. Get rid of these two. They're just making trouble. Making trouble and taking up space. Get off my train. Alright, gonna take this. Draw one each for... Draw +1 each turn, then return one card. Ah, that's boring. Take the grenade. Oh, enemies enter with Frostbite 2. That's so good. Yes. When you summon a second unit, gain 3 energy. We wouldn't be able to buy another thing, so it's... I'll save my money because I might need it in the future. We're not gonna get any more units at this point, really, so that's kind of unfortunate. We just kind of have to make this work. I do need to hit like one of the unit shops because none of these units, they're all like vanilla, so that's not good. Ah, I should have used that so I could have taken advantage of a holdover. My bad. There we go. I'm like looking at this, I'm just like, ah. This is, it's kind of working. Like, it's one of those cases where I just know I need a much stronger, like, deck overall to take on what I'm going to be facing soon. It's overkill. I didn't need to do that. Oh, shoot. That's not gonna make any difference. Might be... It's okay, because the Pyre's gonna finish it. Thank you, Pyre Days. Yeah, also in case anybody was questioning, the storm has passed. Very good. Gotcha. I kind of figured as much just from what you were saying. Here we go. Yes, you go down here. Wait, can I just stealth this one for a tiny bit more damage? Yes, burn that candle for zero more burnout. That grenade, like, bit back. Yeah. Alright, we gotta make this work. We gotta make this count. I mean, it's the best it's gonna be, so it is what it is. Yeah, okay. Ooh, we have a long ways to go. It'll be fine. The Pyre's gonna, like, daze it, and then, like, it'll get, like, the last hit or two or whatever. 84 days. Oh my! Wow, we took way more damage than I was expecting. Okay. That one was a little bit spicy. That's alright. None of... This run's like draining me just because of its like how mundane it is. Would it have been better to put the explosive in front of the little shade? Maybe. Probably. I mean, we kind of need to go this way, I think, because we really need to give like our units some spice. And not eligible. You can't put multi-strike on the eels. That is bullshit. I don't really have anything good to put multi-strike on. Well, that sucks. That is whack. I agree. Like, they're purposely just blocking us from putting multi-strike on the eels. There's nothing that says that I can't put multi-strike on those eels. That's whack. I think the eels in the end actually are worse than our shark girl, sadly. Wow, this fucking sucks. I've never had to turn down multi-strike before, and here I am. That sucks a lot. Shark Girl is the best though. She's insanely good. Like, so good. Like sitting here, I'm getting pouty now because I'm still alive for some reason. This run is like not working for me. No. It's not cutting it. Just Shark Girl. Yep. She's really good. Yeah. Like, it's like fine. Motive pads. Oh, pad expenditures. Like, oh. I feel so just like not about this one. Like I know that I'm just gonna get hit and I'm gonna get like demolished by something. Really the best thing I could probably do is like somehow funnel Wicklash if I could somehow figure out a way to do that. Like that feels like it'd be my best bet. I can redeem one for you in 2 minutes, White. the teamwork going on in my chat brings a tear to my eye. No. Oh, that was the wrong thing to do. I don't know why I decided to do that, but... Apparently I got negative 20 rage because of the resolve. I don't know about these eels. I don't think the eels are very good. The more like I play with them, the more I'm just like, these eels could be better. I can't count the times I've said that in my life, but it does 50 damage. How is it not killing? Oh, it's not killing because it's not getting dead. If that makes sense. There we go. Like, if this deck somehow succeeds, my mind will be blown, but... Yeah, because you can't do anything with the eels. They just have multi-strike. All you can do is, like, slowly build them up with, like, you can just slowly build them up. No good. No good. Which Seraph is it again? It's, I believe, the sap one. Temperament. Tempers the strength of your units. Okay. Head pat. Yes, thank you. That's not the worst. No, it definitely isn't. Like, there's like two that like I won't fight because I know I'll get to them and they just destroy this deck. Yeah. I mean, like, not that I'm getting to run my actual deck right now. I'm getting to do whatever the hell this is. Dance around these fucking eels is what it is. Final wave. Get a little bit more on that. I don't think we're gonna survive this one. This one's the one that's gonna do us in. I think that's what it's gonna do. Yeah. Also, that wasn't a very long head pat. There we go. Damn, DLC eels are nerfed because it's harder to get Shark Girl. Yeah, really. Yeah. Oddly enough, I haven't had a problem with these eels. It's just been the last two runs. I got them both times. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Vlad. Alright. 600. I should have put it in front of Little Fade. 900. It's like something. You know what? This is some synergy right here. Shark's like blocking for eels, and eels are tearing it up. I mean, they only have 3 health, so that's really, it pretty much is a must-do. So, well, okay, that was at least interesting to witness. So everything should block for eels then. There we go. I'm gonna say no to all that. Take more space. Honestly, I maybe should have went with energy. 52 damage on, it's pretty good. Yeah. I'm over here like, I remember having Dante with 700 damage and 5 multi-strike, and I'm like, that is what I want to capture. I'm like, that's what I need for fucking Covenant 25. You gotta head out, White? Oh my goodness, I guess it is 3 AM and you've had a busy day, so you get some rest, alright? Thanks for swinging by and hanging out with me. You get some rest and, you know, keep me posted in the morning how you're feeling, okay? Alright, you have a good night, White. Yeah. Yeah, bye. Yeah. Alright, so what do we got? I kind of feel like I might need to duplicate eels. That might be the best way to like deal with like making them at least like kind of viable. I haven't really been able to put anything on them though, which kind of sucks. And I don't really want to duplicate them. That's a duplication event there. So if I go here this turn, I can at least give them some powers and then like dupe them next turn. Okay, Pillar of Light. Oh, Nexus Spike. What would be good for this? I don't know what would be good for this. I don't have any offensive spells. Usually it's offensive spells that you use for the Nexus Spike. Doesn't affect bosses. 2 spell essences. Like, I just put 2 frostbites in it, I guess, or something. Like, can you use the Nexus Spike on yourself? Is that a thing you can do? I'm actually gonna just walk away from this one. I'm not feeling it. I'm just like, this seems like a mistake I'm gonna make, because I need those burnouts. Yeah. I have no idea either. You can't put quick on the eels? Oh my god. They fucking suck. These eels are awful. Who invented eels? Get them on the phone right now. I can make the eels big though. So we at least have that going for us. Okay, we at least got something out of it, because boy, that sucked. Why are keywords status effects? I don't know. I'm gonna just like go here. I would like this, but I feel like it's not gonna be that good compared to just like Little Wick, or Little Dick, Little Wick, Little Fade, like just getting more damage. You know what? No, it's like good. It's a good thing because it at least can boost our eels and things like that. Do I want to gain an artifact? Like, I'm kind of running a little bit like low on this one. Oh, there was like a thing on this side anyways. Oh, I could have went that way. I'm gonna take it anyways. When consume card is played, champion incant triggers an additional time. I don't have any fucking incant. I do have incant. Oh god. Oh god. That's actually good. Oh my god. That might actually be the thing that saves us. We're suddenly we're in again. Oh my god. Now we're cooking. Yes, I can multi-strike 8 times. This could be really strong. Okay, let's get ourselves in here. We're going to. Yep, that's gonna be really strong. Okay, perfect. Yeah, hell yeah! Now we got something. Now we're cooking. Put the one. That only works for the boss, though. That's only gonna be good against the boss. Gonna do that, and then that. Nice, there we go. Yeah. Now we're cooking. Gonna put that one there. There we go. Yes. Yes. Give me incant. Give me 9 multi-strike. Oh my god. Finally. This is why you ride out decks sometimes. That's what this is. This is a lesson. This was a lesson in patience. Oh my god. Eels. Eels are finally carrying. Oh my gosh. This is wonderful. Holy shit. This is a strong first floor too. And we're gonna be able to get a second eel. There's nothing even worth putting on here. Oh shoot, I could have used that. That was my bad. So the max you can get is 9. That's good to know. Alright, so we're gonna do whip, whip, whip. It's already dead. Oh my god, this is it. Holy shit, I can't believe this. 3 minutes into the director's commentary of Skull Island, or Kong Skull Island, he's dropped the fact that he was aiming to achieve an anime aesthetic, followed out by referencing the tone of the good, the bad, the weird, followed by saying the reveal of Kong was inspired by the imagery of Shadow of the Colossus. Wow. That's actually impressive. That's a lot of references. Like, you know what? Like, I could see that. Like, Skull Island does have a very, like, anime quality about the way it is, so I can 100% see that. I'm gonna skip all those. Alright, now we're cooking. So, we want to duplicate our card. We want to duplicate our eels. Which also, technically, aren't even, like, cursed or anything, so... that just makes them better. And I guess we'll buy some trinkets, see what we got. Extra upgrade slot. That might not actually be bad. I'll take that one. I'll reroll. Friendly units gain extinguish armor front unit when Tome dies. That's actually pretty good, so I'll take that one. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. We're not going to get to upgrade them, so it doesn't matter. We're going to go here. We could put endless. We can't put endless on our eels because why would they allow us to do that? Put it on our grenade. We could put incant on our shark, which is going to make it stack better with our eels. So, and it's also going to, of course, double stack with that. So that's a pretty good addition. And we can just add more health to our eels. So, reroll. Quick would have been a nice one, but you know what? It doesn't matter. More attack power. Okay, you know what? That was pretty good. Skull Island is just a bunch of references to things he finds cool. That's fair. You know what? That turns out that can make a pretty okay movie. Those giant bugs that fit in a horror apocalyptic manga. You're not wrong. Yeah. All right. Hey, Mischievous, how you doing? All right. We're gonna see if a handful of eels can defeat defeat a seraph. Yeah, there's references to Evangelion as well. Interesting. Okay, come on, give us a good first hand. That's an okay first hand. Okay. Could have been better, but it's okay. Okay, this question is do we follow it up here to try and like cut it off at the pass? I think that's what we might have to do. It's gonna be a weaker middle floor, but kind of split our base here and I'm kind of worried about it now. Okay, at least we're taking out the thing. That's the important part. It's not gonna get through and it's not gonna do a bunch of damage, so. Shark is already dead, so that's okay. We need to revive though. We need revives bad. Okay. Bring her back. Oh gosh. Can't fit the eels on that floor. I don't want to split my base too much here. Get a free shark. Eels on this floor. Free explosions? It worked. Okay. Okay. Alright. It's by far the most fun of any of the MonsterVerse movies. Yeah, I would agree. Okay, so little fade on this floor. We're going to just go all in on that. Put a bomb down here. Okay. Alright. I don't like the fact that these are on separate floors. That really bothers me, but it's like gonna probably be okay. Why are we not getting? Because they're both dying. That's why. I put the shark right here. Yeah. There. Okay. We're somehow making this work. Yeah. Did you see Godzilla vs. Kong Hive? It's fine. It's perfectly serviceable movie. I have no idea why people are loving it as much as they are. Gotcha. Probably because the bar is so low for most MonsterVerse movies that, like, the bar is so low that, like, serviceable is exceptional in this situation. I think that's probably the case. Okay. Got that going. Question is, what do we want to do? Just more eels. Why not? I don't like this. I don't like this. This one doesn't feel like it's gonna shake out. Like, it doesn't feel like it's like... I need both sets of eels on one floor, and I haven't been able to, like, get them there. Yeah. Like, this is just a dangerous situation. The only thing that's, like, carrying is little fade right now, and that's not a good thing either. There we go. Bomb and bomb. We're gonna need to get exceptionally lucky on this. Yeah. The problem is I don't know if I'm gonna get, like, anything out of this. Nope, final wave. Okay. Alright, alright. Bomb. Bomb. Little fade. Extra damage on the eels. Extra damage on the eels. Nah, they're dying before they get to do anything. Yeah. Okay, the eels died on the second floor. This is our chance to make this work. We gotta get really lucky on this one. Please. Oh my god. Okay. We just don't have the magic to... Oh shit, they're taking up the whole floor. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage though. Okay, that's not a bad thing. Put a little fade up here. She was endless. We were gonna get her back anyways. Okay, this is... Okay. Yeah. Just need to get really, really lucky on this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Please. Eels. Good first step. Shark. Okay. Put the shark in the front. Got it. We did it. We did it. Yes. We didn't even use our main deck. Oh my god. Look at this. We got our Covenant 25. Ah. Yeah, go figure. Sometimes you just need a handful of eels and a dream. And we did it. That's our Covenant 25. We made it. Yeah. Look at us go. Oh my gosh. We did it. I can't believe I didn't run I didn't run my double Zam, oh. Wow. We got credits and we also got 2 achievements. That is really loud. Oh, here, I'll lower that a little bit because it's very, very loud. Classic Monster Train where any music is like 90% louder than the rest of the game. We did it! We got our 25! Our Covenant 25! And we got 2 achievements for it. Wow. That's cute. Wait, what's that card? I don't remember that card. There's trains on it. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Mischievous. Thank you, Hive. Thank you, Alpha. This is the cute credits. Aw, thank you, Ogre Size. Head pat. We made it. I mean, what's wrong with that? You know? I got no clue why I'm so bad at life. I'm just terrible at what? How can you be terrible at life? Yeah. Are you using disposable chopsticks that come in those little white paper wrappings? That'll definitely invoke that feeling. Love these credits. This is cute. It is cute. Oh, like, oh, we made it. I can't believe we did it. Yeah, I know, right, Minotaur? I have 1 set right now. Yeah. Yeah, you can make a little stand. Key taught me that one. Oh, look at the little morsels. Delicious. Aw, I can't believe we made it. We did it. Like, I mean, I still have clears to give, but this was the first big step. We finally made it our full 25 covenants. Stands only work if people don't knock things over when they move around. Your tiny office. Big Chungus in the credits almost immediately. Was that like backer credits? Oh, cute. Thanks for playing. Aw. Little marshmallows. An imp. Baby. Huh, we did it. Jump up the volume again on this. Okay, what did we get here? Expert challenges. Winning a run at max covenant rank has unlocked expert challenges which you can take on when you start a new single player run. Okay, cool. Logbook. You've enabled this card frame in the logbook. Oh, it's really cool. Yeah. We got our gold eel. We earned that. We earned that. And we got a win streak. So, oh my gosh, we made it. And I'm finally up here. I'm finally at the top of the bar. We made it. Yeah. Take a quick picture of my run summary. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we did it. Yeah, we did it. Let me see here. I gotta catch up with the chat a little bit. Godzilla King of Monsters is just painful to rewatch. Oh. And Godzilla vs. Kong's fine. Perfectly serviceable. Question: is it bad that I always want to stick my chopsticks in the bowl of rice? Yep, that's a bad thing to do. Don't do that. Yep. It's a very, very offensive thing. But why? I'm not in Japan. I'm not Japanese. I'm not in a Japanese person's home. I think it's a case of just respect, you know. It's okay. You'll get you can get 100%. Tired of knocking chopsticks over. You could set them on top of your bowl. I mean, if you're using the little ones that are in the paper thing, you can make the stand, or you can just set them maybe just across the top, because I mean they're square, right? So they're not rounded. They're not gonna roll off the top of the bowl. It's was atmospheric. Theme is, hey, what if kaiju were more akin to elder gods who don't even notice us, as a and will wipe us out just as a side effect of doing what they do, and also really just cribs from Spielberg movies. Yeah, had to catch up with that a little bit. All right, so that means let's go to our logbook here. We have a couple things to look at here. We got our 25. Oh, we get a little crown. That's really cute. Wow, little crown. I have so many little crowns I could be earning. Oh. But the main thing was getting to 25. So we got 2 achievements. I'll just like put them up here so we can look at them. So I can figure out what our plan is going forward. So we got these 2. We got win a run at Covenant 25, win a run with all Covenants enabled on the Melting Remnant. So that means to get our next ones, we have to come up with some new interesting ideas, because we officially got our Melting clear. That means we have 4 clears left to get, Umbra, Stygian Guard, Awoken, and Hellhorn. I mean, the obvious thing to do would be to run like a mirrored version of the deck I do. Instead of using Little Fade, we'll use a Stygian Guard champion, but play it out roughly the same, just inverse. So that would be like the next obvious step, I think, to take. But that was pretty good. That was like, I'm actually surprised. I didn't think I was gonna win that one, and honestly, halfway through that run, I was just like, yeah, I was just like not about it. Yeah, I could see like when I do Awoken, I might do like Stygian paired with them because they do synergize a lot too. I don't think they synergize as much as Melting and Stygian, but I mean, I'm not gonna get to play that one again. So at this point we have a new goal. It is no longer about Covenants. We have it is about, actually, what do they actually consider it? What do they call it? Let me just like take a look. Logbook, victories, clans. Okay, so it's like clan, like I don't know what you call it. Covenant rank 25. So it'd be like we have 1 of 5 done. So it'd be like rank 25 clears, and it's 1 of 5. So yeah, it would be like, yeah. At which point, like, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, Woken doesn't scale as much, but like when you have 100 regen, Seraph literally cannot get through for like 50 turns. Oh my god, that sounds insane.